Hello, Maria here of Fourth Dimension, second taping. If you're in the Bozeman, Montana area this Thursday, the 20th of November, please stop by anytime, pretty much anytime. I think it's 3 to 5 or 5 to 8, something like that. I'm going to be there pretty much all day, and I'm giving away free readings. And if you want to donate, that's fine. But it's really to help my girl Joanne out at Jaja's. Jaja. It's fun to say, Jaja. So please join us, Montana. Bozeman, if you're in the hood. I got a Leo on the deck. I have an Empress and the King Cups. So all the players are here, super challenged. And it feels very much like somebody's defending or trying to maintain their control. Or this Empress is being in their emotionally balanced energy. And if you're a masculine, you recognize that you're the bomb. You're coming into mental well-being, health, stability, control, managing your kingdom. I have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. It very much feels in the upright, it's forward moving, racing in, like moving forward. Communication is very high, confident, and it's ego, but it's in a positive way. It's pushing forward. In the reverse, there's delays to this due to these challenges. I immediately got a download that somebody might have put a lien on somebody's house so they can't move. Or a blockage for their future growth. Again, Leo is on the deck, Cancer's on the deck, somebody with those challenges. And it's this is somebody, maybe it's an own internal defense mechanism, but somebody's trying to maintain control. Tell me more about this reading, please. What do I need to know? I'm going to take the bottom card because I think that's the one that wanted to come out. Playing small. That's it, baby. Lack of planning, lack of oversight, unexpected delays, obstacles to long-term goals. I love tarot. That was the vibe I got. So somebody's trying to delay I'm just read how I feel. Somebody's trying to delay your path, put some major roadblocks, some milestones, mountains in front of your, like something it feels like was supposed to be a speed bump is now a mountain, based on some lie or somebody discredited you or tried to, or your financial wealth, or affected your finances somehow. It's like blocking your growth. Who are these people and why would they do that? It feels petty, envious, jealousy. A lie was told to discredit you amongst friends, stopping your future partnership with somebody. No, I'm not going to pull. I just want it. What do I need to know about this? It feels like you're also starting an endeavor on your own and you can't quite release the past, although you did. Like you energetically did. You threw this in a way. I feel like you're recovering from this. You're walking away. It's like baby steps, biting the elephant one bite at a time. That's how you eat an elephant. I feel like there were secrets and there was anxiety. But you're having an increase in your subconscious, your premonitions, your understanding of how this works. You kind of realize this is a game. I think the more we try to control the game, the more we miss that the game is the actual lesson in the game. And if somebody wants to win at all costs, it feels, at your expense. I don't know what to tell you. This is a bizarre reading, so tell me more. Tell me more, please, Spirit. Tell me more. What do I need to know for this reading? Working hard. That's you, King of Cups, male or female. You're killing it. It feels very much time. You might have gone to a Pisces or a Virgo or an Aries. It's almost as if you weren't in the leadership role and now you are. And now you put, like, in a work situation, you're showing up, putting in all the hard work. You might be learning something new an apprenticeship. You're learning as you go, but you're really working hard at this new skill, this new endeavor. I kind of feel entrepreneurial again. That's a tough word to say. You might be starting a new job or new career endeavor, and there's been delays in this launch or this idea. The downloads I got this morning, this is so weird, but I was listening to another reader, and all of a sudden I started getting hits, and that's sometimes how it happens for me. They're not about me, but you might be a gamer or somebody who loves in gaming or plays the betting with sports, and you're really good at your picks as well as profitability. That's one person out there. You have a lot of intuition that's being heightened. I feel like the secrets that if you were in a relationship or a business or a partnership, family, whatever happened, the secrets have come forward. It's almost like you told the divine, the universe, I'm only wanting to partner with people that give and match my energy. And I trust that you're going to bring this person forward, or this job, or this craft, or whatever. I'm in alignment. You got an alignment. The delays are because of a resistance. Yeah, it feels very much, it's the Six of Swords in the reverse. Resistance to change. And it feels very much like unfinished business. Somebody wants to come back and talk to you because they made a commitment and they broke it. Made a promise. Not a commitment, a promise. That's the key word that keeps coming back. So you might have been in a relationship with a triangle. There's a triangle there. So there might be pregnancy or some kind of idea that you were trying to get off the ground with this person and it backfired or it just didn't come to fruition. You're supposed to do it anyways independently. So many words in my head right now. Tell me more about this, Spirit. I feel like if you were a chaser for validation, love, approval from this Empress, or you are the Empress chasing this King of Cups, however this resonates, the illusion is based on the action, right? So I feel like if you're not taking action towards the betterment of self or others, or this relationship, investing in jobs, whatever it is, of course it's not going to come to fruition. But I feel like somebody did and somebody didn't. Somebody sat on their hands. I think they just thought you were going to pull their cart. Tell me more. What am I not seeing? Tell me more. This is sad energy, healing after a loss, a breakup, an exposure. Like you got the deeds, you got the details. You might have hired a PI, somebody hired a PI, somebody got, like, it feels like receipts, data, proof, screenshots, communication, pictures, like all the things. I think the illusion of you thought that you were hitching your ride with somebody to invest in this thing is the illusion that you needed this person when you were the goat the whole time. You're the goat. I might title it, You're the Goat. You're the greatest of all time. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces. There's that Capricorn card right there. That's what I felt. Four of Pentacles. You might be in a space of saving money, or your person is, or the Capricorn is. I don't know. This is about somebody trying to control and be frugal with their energy to try to control a narrative for security. This is somebody holding on, and you might have had dreams about this or a premonition. And it doesn't mean the Empress is female, it just means an energy. Or somebody had wishful thinking and illusions to this opportunity. Somebody's searching for purpose. Somebody wants to know what their calling is, and I think you're in alignment now. So whatever happened in the past, this lie, this third party, it's over. The band broke up a while ago, or if it's work, you walked away or you're walking away. If you haven't walked away because it isn't yet in your timeline, you're proposing and strategizing and saving money to leave this person, situation, family, or job. If I feel like you're holding everything in, I also feel like this also might be you, is this betrayal. I want to say this is ultimate betrayal by people you love, created an awakening for you, a deeper awakening, especially Scorpio. Scorpio is death and rebirth, right? Taurus, you might be dealing with the Taurus. Maybe the Taurus is now wanting to come in, offering you, or just this energy in the chart. Taurus is taking the lead, taking the reins, taking initiative, learning a craft, taking on new endeavors. They see you as the Queen of Wands, you know, and very fondly. You are an initiator. The Queen of Wands is single, typically. You never hear about Mr. Beyonce. I don't know why I keep saying Beyonce. I don't even watch her really. So like this is somebody who may have had delays about pursuing you before, but now they're coming forward, or they're acting in the Queen of Wands energy, wanting to come forward. Page of Cups, can't make this up. So this is just a text, a call. It's a creative opportunity. It's sharing like conversation about like-minded things that have some depth. This has some depth. They have very happy memories of you. The Page of Cups is a combination of water and earth. So water is the emotion, earth is the stability. Water is I'm going to share with you my thoughts. I might be flirtatious because it is a cup. I might sit down and elaborate what my wishes and dreams were, but I'm grounded in reality, earth. I'm doing it because I want to see if we match. Possibilities, happy. Like I want to know where you stand. And this was delayed. Tell me more. No. Any more? Two more? I'm gonna do this one more time. Hidden energy. It came Ace of Wands. This is the goal of the conversation. That's why it didn't come out. So, and it wasn't face up. So this person wants to have a conversation about, it could be the male follicle. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Ladies. Hit the dance floor. I just heard that. Hit the dance. So this person may want to take you dancing, or it's a new project. It's an inspiration. They want to create something with you. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. But there's a lot of love and passion for you. They have a lot of respect for you. You're the sun. They're happiest. It's very spiritual. The sun is very, very spiritual. So you might be joining forces with somebody to create something spiritual, or it's like-minded, right? So this is somebody that, you know, I feel like crystals or energy or Catholicism feels very much like if you're on this thread, they're on this thread. So it feels very much like the merging of two. And it also feels like very well balanced. And there was a huge hard stop. Somebody needed a transformation, see things from a different view, put down some past hurt, recover from past hurt. Because transformation here, because I have the death card to the Two of Cups, is coming back after a cycle has ended, after an ending has occurred, or a divorce occurred, a separation, something. But it's a death, it's a dead relationship, and now they want to have a relationship. It was an ending. What is this about? Maybe she or he is going to come and tell you, I'm free. Again, Scorpio and Cancer on the deck. And it also could be an ending to something with the Empress, you know. There's a past person involved that is now completed. This is also very much death of ego, trying to control the narrative, trying to force things my way to have it. I understand that I'm just one of the universe. This is a game. I keep going back to this is a game. And so if I learn the rules, I can play, because the unified love is self-love tied to loving others as I love myself, right? It's like universal love, or even agape. I said that earlier to a friend this week, but it's the highest form of love, because you have no outcome expectations of this thing. You're just coming back in. There's no resentment either. There's just like, it is what it is, or it was what it was, and that's okay. That's even sounding negative. It's just like, it was the chapter you both needed to learn to rise, I suppose, elevate to the highest authentic person, speak your truth. I have the Five of Pentacles. They feel like you're moving forward. Temperance is here. It feels very much like, again, finding meaning comes in. What's this all mean? I keep hearing this. What was this for? What is love about? How can you love somebody unconditionally when they do you that? You write that like that. How can you do, you can pour all your years of this and that and the other into something and have it fall apart. How would, right? And you're the kind of the key, the light to this person's awakening. I think in this situation is you're saying, you know, the game ain't over. Although that chapter is over, you're not out of the woods. Somebody was after somebody for greed, and they went through some material loss, and they're obsessed with stability, but they don't realize they are their own anchor. I keep hearing that. So if I keep looking outside of myself for somebody to save me, I'm already behind the 8 ball. And if I don't have enough love or self-esteem in the value that I'm doing, I'm also not going to be successful because I've already sat down, not playing the game. Somebody's putting an ending to these burdens, these extra responsibilities. Feels very much like the band breaking up. I don't care if it's third party, family, ties. It just feels like a heavy weight around somebody's throat, neck, and it's a metamorphosis. So this is change. It's like removing this weight off, and you're saying, no, thank you. It might be this person, the person that is domineering, controlling, has a lot of narcissistic behavior. And I would say it's just very egocentric, self-centered, feeling very, I'm in control. I want to control you. I want to control your time. I want to control your money. I want to control your energy. Very stubborn to open ideas, very lack mindset. And you need to work harder so we can get out of this, whatever this is. Very tyrant-y, controller. They might be in a supervisory role, a parental kind of vibe. And I feel like this is the breaking point. So somebody had a lack mindset about this is as good as it gets. This is as good as it's ever going to be. I'm going to work for this tyrant my whole life or be a part of this relationship. And this is the best it's going to get. Tell me more, because on the bottom of the deck I have the page. Well, I have the Page of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So somebody's making a decision to, quote, leave home, wherever home is. It could be their actual home. It could be a relationship, a situationship, a job. But they're finally gaining the strength to come and resolve, I want to say resolve, with themselves that they're better than this. They're finally, maybe it's you, that you're done with accepting less. And I feel like that's what you want. I have Temperance to the Lovers. You want harmony, a union, partnership. And you're looking at things a bit differently. So I almost want to say, gosh almighty, if you believe that you are yoked to people, situation, jobs, and in order for it to be sustainable and worth something, you must sweat from the brow. I keep seeing sweat from the brow. I have to put in the work. I have to be diligent. I have to give more. I have to give. If they ask me for 8 hours, I got to put in 12. If they say show up this way, I have to, I have to show up every single time with gift in hand or overextend energy to keep this going. I have to constantly tie, keep all the plates spinning in this thing, personal, relationship, job, family. I have to perform. Because nothing will come if I don't. And the reality is, I think in this because it feels very relationship-ish, is you're coming to the understanding that love doesn't have to be hard. It's actually really easy. It's really just go with the flow. No tie, no expectations on the other person. Just whatever mistakes your partner makes, they're their mistakes. It's not yours. And if you're made the decision that you want to build together, then you're both going to learn the mistakes together. But it doesn't mean this is a one-sided street. This is a one-way street. One person's doing all the work and the other one's sabotaging the other one from growth. I don't know what else to say. And they're using it for the devil. Don't come out, I'll be shocked. They're using manipulation, emotional manipulation, a lot of drama, a lot of drama to keep this person tied, and a lot of guilt. So that's why I was saying Catholicism. I was raised Catholic. Don't hate. I love Catholic people. Don't worry about it. But this isn't about This is about releasing yourself from the drama, not maybe the religion if you're a part of a religion, or looking at it differently, because the hangman is seeing a different perspective of the situation. For the person I'm reading for, you know, it could go either way. I've walked into situations I was super close-minded about, and easily, I mean, I'm telling you, there's some strong sponsorship out in South Dakota, and if you know who Clancy I is, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I feel like this was I got my ass handed to me a few times. Thank you all. You know who you are if you're watching my channel. But these people loved me even though I was distorted. And I think that's your energy, is you showed up for this person and tried to help them even though they were distorted. Self-distorted, image of the world is distorted, wealth, security. You love this person unconditionally, even through the distorted perception of self, others, love, commitment, and work ethic. That's what's coming through. So everything is a bit off. You know, like somebody says, okay, if I want to be a VP, I have to like work 12 hours every single day. No, you really don't. You just need to speak clearly and communicate effectively about what the end goal is, and keep, you know, train people, educate people, and let them go. In this relationship, I feel like you kept showing up trying to save this person or rescue this situation. It's just super imbalanced, and you're realizing, if this is your reading, thank you for that. I feel like you're realizing that's toxic. You don't need to save anybody but you. Your person has all the life force, gifts, crafts, life jackets, parachutes, helicopters, you know, all the resources at their disposal to save themselves, and they chose to use it to, they didn't use any of them actually. They just came after you and was mad at you because you didn't save them. Very entitled. This is a very entitled person. You left him in the dust. And it's not, I don't think you intentionally did it. It feels more like, I'm just going to turn and walk this direction. And because you choose to scream at me in the background about me walking away, is just validating the reason why I'm walking away. 3 of Wands, you are moving in a different direction. This is success. This is a different mindset. So you had an epiphany, an idea. You started a job or a hobby. You're focusing on that, I feel. And I want to not say it's a hobby, it's a business. If it is a hobby, it's going to be a business. And I'm very excited for a handful of you, you might become a tarot reader or something spiritual, psychic kind of vibe. And it's for the personal growth of others. I'm so excited for you. This is untapped potential. You're going to travel, possibly moving abroad. You're visionary, forward planning. You now understand this. And it feels very much wish fulfillment, but you gave up this past thing. It feels like you had to let go and release and sacrifice something before they sacrificed you. Sorry, I just work here, but I'm just going to be honest with the vibe I get. You let go of something, of people hanger-ons, people that wanted to condemn you, like seriously wanted to get you caught up in something, and you release this, or these people, I feel 3, for the betterment of self. You walked away. If you were trying to, it's almost like you signed up for some BS. So let's say you got offered an opportunity and you worked for them, and then come to find out later it's shady as hell and you don't want to be associated with this, but you're now committed, right? I don't care if it's a partnership and a relationship, a job, or family, but something isn't right. It doesn't sit well with you. And you had to create a space to get out of this thing. Hangman, seeing it differently. You might have been money, or I want to say financially focused on revenge. You know, it feels very much like bitter, envy, jealous, petty, all the things in the back, but it's based on security. So I don't know if this is you or them. Don't care. Just work here. Just take your own inventory. But this is like looking at the whole world differently, saying, I don't need these people. I don't need approval, validation, acceptance from others. Yeah, I'm going to go. It feels very much like this reunion may come back in your lap by people that still are holding on to that concept that you're of like-mindedness and you haven't transformed. So somebody might reach out to you saying, I want to reunite because you're my wish fulfillment, when in all actuality, you are the wish. You're going to be challenged. That's the first card out on the deck I had here. You might be going through some major changes, and I have standing up for what you believe in. Whew, if I'm not even kidding, I'm getting convicted. I'm being convicted as I'm sitting here. Like the jury is out. I'm being judged and I'm being harshly accused. And now it's my turn to set the record straight and speak my truth. Let's tell all the facts, shall we? Not just the ones you conveniently sprinkle into the wind. Swear to God, that's the vibe I get. So this is very somebody, you're very passionate, you're very angry, you're very defensive, and this was a side taking. I'm kind of a belief system of if you do me dirty, that's more of a reflection of your character than mine. You know, like I'm also going to say, whatever you're doing, keep on doing, because you wouldn't have haters if you were unimportant. So something you're doing, the reason there's so many blockages, the reason there's so many challenges and evil mother, you know, is that people are trying to distort and like throw everything at you spiritually to get you to stop going forward. You have a message that is supposed to be illuminating hearts everywhere, awakenings everywhere. It might be on the dirt that just went down. You might be exposing a very large company, a syndicate. I keep hearing syndicate. You might be dealing with a bunch of cult members. I don't care if you're in a church. I don't care if you're in a satanic blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't really care. Maybe they're both. I don't know. But it feels very much like you're speaking your truth is going to expose everything. Everything. All the dirt. You're tired. You're angry. You're fed up. But it's not petty. It's truth. Even Jesus got mad. He screamed at the Pharisees. He's like, you got a bunch of vipers. Turned over tables in the church. So somebody is accepting their destiny, this empress. They're stagnant. So you might have gone into business with this person or a relationship with this person. They're now in the hermit and they want to passionately rush forward making a decision because of trouble. They're trying to avoid trouble. And they went from a decision with you to a decision with somebody else, thinking they're going to jump from your lifeboat to their lifeboat or to somebody else's lifeboat. They're going to save the day, only to realize that was worse than what I just left. This wasn't so damn bad. In fact, it was a failure. There's a lot of fighting and arguing. And they realize you're sitting financially independent, wealthy, successful. And I don't care if you're like, Maria, I have $50 in my checking account. That's 50 more than somebody else has. You might have a roof over your head, a working and functioning car, a job, even though you don't love it or every day. It's through your hard work. Through your hard work, you're elevating to the place where you're financially abundant. You are acting as a Queen of Wands, or somebody is coming forward requiring strength to heal this thing, because there was betrayal, loneliness, Towers coming out, Page of Wands, communication, Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, to the Magician, to the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to manifest you back, wanting a secure relationship. This is going to come through text, email, whatever. It's good news. Death and rebirth, to the Seven of Cups, to the Moon. Same exact cards. Second deck is the same as the first. Same cards. Same cards. Wheel of Fortune. Your ships are coming in. And it's the positivity. You reek in a good way. You exude positive energy. You're a healer. I'm speaking to a healer. I just feel like you have a lot of positive things going on. Expect communication soon. That's the best. I'm supposed to stop there, so I'm gonna leave it there. Love and light to each and every one of you. Check in for more. I want to hear how this goes. I want to hear what they have to say. If this is your reading, please let me know. I'm very hyped for you. And speaking of hype, hit that hype button, subscribe, and follow for more content. Love and light. Have a great day.